Good morning, everyone. We are starting our service now, but we do encourage you to use the chat function if you're muted. If you move your cursor or tap the screen, if you're on your phone, to the middle bottom of your Zoom display and look for the little box labeled chat, you can read others' messages and you can type your own. Feel free to offer brief comments or appreciations or greetings. And good morning to everyone. Welcome to a very special Touchstone community worship service. We're going to have our prelude song now by James Smith. He's going to play us some beautiful Mendelssohn, and we'll all be muted as we listen. Thank you, James. That was beautiful. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our very special Touchstone community service. It is so good to see familiar faces and new faces, young and old, together. We are glad you found us at the right time. Everyone turned their clocks back 1 hour, right? And we hope people enjoyed their Halloween candy and fun yesterday. We welcome you to our annual Ancestors Day service. My name is Debbie Norton, and I am honored to serve as a lay worship weaver this morning, along with our tech people, Sean and Bailey, who are working behind the scenes for us. Our leader for Joys and Sorrows is Christine Gresser, and I'll ask her to put the link in the chat box now. And now I invite our congregation's president, Lori Craddock, to greet us all.
Good morning, everyone. I am so grateful to be here this morning and always happy to be on the Board of Trustees. This is the second year of a 2-year gig serving as your president. And once again, I want to welcome everyone to the service this morning. I've been coming to this church for just over 20 years now. And the instructions here to say, talk about something I love at church. And as many of you can probably guess, the thing I love most about church is serving food and serving coffee. I am that face behind the counter in the morning when you crawl into church and you need that first cup of coffee. It is my pleasure to serve it to you. And likewise with soup Sundays or elder dinner or the potlucks or any time that there's food, it is my joy to be back there, not just because I get to eat first, but because I get to break bread with the people that I love the most. So once again, I'm so happy to see all of you this morning and looking forward to a great service today. Welcome.
Thank you, Lori. We especially welcome newcomers and invite you to linger after the service to talk with the minister or to join one of the breakout rooms to meet with a small group of folks. Today's service is one of our Touchstone services designed for all ages to join together and led by all three of our clergy, Reverends Linda, Alex, and Leah. One of the ways you are invited to engage during this morning's service is to do something creative while you listen and watch. Some of you may have seen the invitation last week to stop by the church and pick up a stone and some painting supplies to decorate a stone with the name of one of your ancestors. You may have these materials nearby you now, and if you do, we invite you to use them throughout the service. If you don't have stones and paints, we still invite you to be creative by drawing or using some other media to make something that connects you to your ancestors. And now I invite us to join in a spirit of worship with these words from the Reverend Barbara Wells. O spinner, weaver of our lives, your loom is love. May we who are gathered here be empowered by that love to weave new patterns of truth and justice into a web of life that is strong, beautiful, and everlasting. Now, please put your greetings and where you are Zooming from in our chat box. And together, let us sing our opening hymn, Oh, We Give Thanks.
Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Yeah, we give thanks for this blessed day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Yeah, we give thanks, yeah, for this blessed day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day. Oh, we give thanks for this blessed day.
We are the Heart Raider family. Deborah, Carol,
Carl,
Richard, Lana. We have been Unitarian Universalists for 38 years. And what we love about being a part of this community is connection. Search for truth. Peace and love. We light our chalice this morning, the symbol of our new faith. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open minds. This is the church of the helping hands. This is the church of the loving hearts. Our congregation's chalice has been lit, and it will have its own screen throughout the service. If you have a chalice in your home, please light it now. Yay.
We're now going to hear from Leah in the sanctuary. She's been creating an altar of ancestors and is going to share with us about that.
Oh, we're live now. Yay! So before I go any further, I want to offer my thanks to Sean Scally, who is working in our balcony right now. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to our beautiful sanctuary. I wish that you all were here in this room with me. But I am delighted to say that James is in this space, as is Sean and Caroline. And then I also have Kelsey and Matthew and the beautiful baby, the baby boy Isaac, and we will be dedicating him a little bit later in our service this morning. But right now, what I want to speak to you all about, because I am fortunate enough to be in our sanctuary this morning, is the beautiful altar that you actually see behind me that was created with love by Cindy Nick and Patty Rollins, Maggie Ober, and Nick Skaggs. And it is our sanctuary's Ancestor altar. And those of you who have participated in the Ancestor Sunday service previous years recognize that it's a little bit different this year because it's not an altar that we have yet created together. It is an altar that they created for us, and it is beautiful. But since we're not in our sanctuary together this morning, we have asked you to send us photos of your beloveds, photos of your ancestors, the pictures that you might have brought with you today if you had been able to place them on the altar this morning. So today in our Zoom worship space, we will show the photos that we received from you. And we invite each of you at home, if you haven't already, to create a small altar area. Maybe it's on your dining table or on your coffee table or your windowsill. And if you have a photo of a beloved one who has died or something that reminds you of them, a book, a flower, a piece of jewelry, you're invited now to place it there to help you as you remember. Halloween is an old tradition observed in many cultures. The Old English meaning is hallowed, or holy evening. Halloween is the evening before the observance of today, November 1st, what is called All Saints' Day, when we honor all those who have died, our ancestors. It is a deep and basic human need to remember those who come before us, those whose lives and loves and work and dreams led to this moment, to us and to our families today. As we show the photos of the pictures that you sent to us, you can place the names of your ancestors in the chat box. You can look at your own altar at home and in the pictures or the mementos or the many things which help you remember your ancestors.
Please turn off the microphone in the sanctuary.
Well, it seems like we're having a little trouble with our technical side today. We're waiting for our choir, children's choir, to come on. They should be here in a minute. Thanks, Scott. Here they are.
Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? They say, wake up, wake up! They say, listen, listen! May the mountains go unbroken. May the rivers reach the ocean. May the trees stand tall and the fires burn. Through our service we all shall learn. Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? They say, wake up, wake up! They say, listen, listen! May the mountains go unbroken. May the rivers reach the ocean. May the trees stand tall and the fires burn. To our service we all shall learn. Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? Can you hear the voices of the ancestors calling? They say, wake up, wake up! They say, listen, listen! May the mountains go unbroken. May the rivers reach the ocean. May the trees stand tall and the fires burn. Through our service we all shall learn.
Good morning, everyone. I invite you to enter into a time of prayer with me. And so to do that, I invite you to think about how you want to arrange your body to be in a prayerful mode. So maybe right now you're coloring a stone, or maybe you're cooking some food, or maybe you're cuddling on the couch. Whatever you're doing, think about right now at this point in this service, how do you want to arrange your body? Maybe you want to reach up if that's what feels holy to you. Maybe you want to reach down towards the earth. Maybe you want to place your hand somewhere on your heart. Do what feels right to you right now to make a choice to set up your body for this prayerful time. Please join me in prayer. O gracious Spirit of life, you are the thread that weaves together the days of birth and death, the thread that weaves together tears and laughter, the thread that weaves together hope and sorrow. Spirit, be now with all who are hearing these words. Reach across the video screen and wrap them in a blanket of comfort as they mourn. Help them to be fully present as they experience grief, and help them to know the stories of their ancestors. Spirit of love, be with all those who have lost loved ones to the coronavirus. We grieve this loss in our society. Be with all who have lost loved ones to police violence. We grieve this injustice in our society. Be with all who have lost loved ones in immigration detention centers and other misguided institutions. We grieve this misuse of power. Be with all who have lost loved ones to opioid addiction and other addictions. We grieve these bright lights gone too soon from our communities. Spirit of justice, lead us forward. Help us to preserve life in all its forms. Help us to speak up and speak out, carrying forward the call for heaven here on earth. And as we close this prayer, hear now as I read the names of members of this congregation who died in the past year. Elizabeth Tice, Cordelia D. Plunkett, Bernice Melvin, Jan Bernhard, Art Given, Jim Souter, Lois Ann Brown, Charles Martin, Mark Goldberg. Let us close with a moment of silence. Blessed be. Amen. So whatever you did to get yourself in that posture of prayer, now that we're done with the prayer, release it. And we're going to move on now to a video which shows a very special place on the grounds of our congregation's building. It's called the Memorial Garden. And about 20 years ago, some very committed members got together. They worked with an architect, they raised money, and they used a lot of elbow grease, which means they worked hard with their hands, digging dirt, carrying bricks, and they made this memorial garden that all of us benefit from now. So when you see the video, I invite you to especially look for when you see some people looking at papers. Those are the papers that are the contracts and the memory book with the stories of the people in the memory garden. Also, you'll see pictures of putting stone names in the wall and brass names on the wall indoors. So I hope that you find this video soothing and inspiring about this very special place for congregation members and their loved ones.
Low below me, I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me. Hail the great winds urging me on. Greet the infinite sea before me. Sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the fathoms. Never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Thank you, Debbie, and thank you everyone for all your wonderful participation in this service. It's a challenging thing to try to figure out how to connect our technology that's in the sanctuary as well as what's in our computers. On this first day of November, our theme for this month is healing, getting better after we've been hurt, after we've hurt our feelings or our bodies. And how do our ancestors help us in our healing? Well, one thing is I know ancestors have made mistakes, and some of the mistakes they made are still hurting us. We've inherited the pain, the misdeeds, the wars, the hatreds. When we can understand that what some of us is hurting us is inherited from our ancestor, it becomes important for us to say, now what can I do to start to heal this wound so I don't pass it on to the next generation? The second thing the ancestors offer us is that they have worked hard to heal some of the wounds that were given to them by their ancestors. Many of the things that we feel are hurting us were faced by our ancestors too, and they were finding ways to heal them in their own times. If we can remember and learn from their healing ways, it helps us to feel that we can be healed in our own time. This Tuesday is voting day in our nation. It's a very important election day. And one of the ways we are hurting this year, and something that we really need to heal, is that some people are trying to make it difficult for other people to be able to vote. This is an old wound in our nation. And the inspiration I take and want to share with you is remembering some of the ancestors who've lived their lives working to make sure everyone has a vote. So I'm going to call these names forward, those who worked for Native Americans, African Americans, women to get the vote. And I'm going to ask Sean to share with us their photos now. Susan B. Anthony. Alice Paul. Ida B. Wells. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Marie Louise Bottineau Baldwin. Dr. Mabel Pinghua Lee. Nina Otero Warren. Frederick Douglass. Sojourner Truth. Martin Luther King Jr. Rosa Parks. Frances Ellen Watkins Harper. Ella Baker. John Lewis. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So many people and even more, ancestors who have tried hard to heal the wounds. We honor all our ancestors today. We forgive those who created harm in the world that we're still trying to heal, and we give thanks for those whose lives provided healing that benefits us today. They inspire us. Those lives show us the way that we can be healers ourselves in the world today. We belong to the ancestors. Their lives are with us still, honoring love and life and honoring the connections that we have between generation to generation to generation. Thank you.
We laugh, we cry, we live, we die, we dance, we sing our song. We need to feel there's something here to which we can belong. We need to feel the freedom just to have some time alone. But most of all, we need close friends we can call our very own. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a need to be together. We have our hearts to give, we have our thoughts to receive, and we believe that sharing is an answer. A child is born among us and we feel a special glow. We see time's endless journey as we watch the baby grow. We thrill to hear imagination freely running wild. We dedicate our minds and hearts to the spirit of this child. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a time to be together. And with the grace of age, we share the wonder of youth. And we believe that growing is an answer.
On this special day when we celebrate the ancestors and as we are reminded that we are our ancestors' dreams come to life, it is very important that we choose this day to celebrate the lives of children in our own community. It is our faith that we have a responsibility to care for all children, those in our own families, those in our community, and those around the world. Part of caring for children is dedicating their families and ourselves to being in relationship with one another, working together to make a better world for all children. We recognize the dignity and individuality of each child, and we celebrate the miracle of birth and growth, and we give thanks for their relationship to the community of humankind. We ask all of you to dedicate yourselves anew this morning in awareness of the significance of your role in the lives of all children.
Can you hear me now? Right. Wonderful. Kelsey, we love you. You bring to us this morning your beautiful baby son. I ask, do you both dedicate yourselves to loving and nurturing the growth of this child in your life, this precious gift given to you? And do you dedicate yourselves to supporting him as he finds his own sense of the meaning and value of life and love? If so, please say we do.
We do.
We are so happy that some of your family and friends are here with you via Zoom. They're here with us via Zoom this morning. Will you promise to always call upon them and this church community to help you in the journey ahead, caring and guiding your little one? If so, please say we will.
We will.
All of us, parents, friends, this entire congregation, we are all essential to supporting the continuing unfolding of this miraculous blessing. I ask all of us in our congregation today to rededicate ourselves and accept responsibility to offer all of our children safety, affection, and encouragement. If you do offer your support to all families, and this beautiful family in particular today, please type into the chat box, "We do." And you can say it out loud at home too. You can say it so loudly we can hear you here. Say, "Yes, we do." Yes, we do. To symbolize the beauty of this baby, how he is continuing to unfold and to grow, we offer him the gift of a flower. We have removed thorns with the hopes that his life will be filled with as few thorns as possible, and that he will always be surrounded by loving people who will help him
when there are thorns. I dip this flower into water collected from our water communion and purified as a symbol for the blessing of life. Isaac Stafford Abbott Carter. By this name you are known, and your worth and your individuality are recognized. Born on September 9th, 2020 in Charlottesville, Virginia. September 2nd. Born on September 2nd, 2020 in Charlottesville, Virginia. You are welcomed into the fellowship of life. I touch your brow. I touch your lips. I touch your heart. I touch your hands. To dedicate your thoughts, your speech, your heart, and your deeds to a life of service and of love. We wish for this child and for all precious children the fulfillment of a long life, strong and radiant with purpose, joy, and hope. May the blessing of life be yours in abundance. Amen and blessed be. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So glad you guys were here today.
We invite a member of the UU Youth Generation, Darius Mehta, to share this poem from the Reverend Marta Valentine, Gratitude to My Ancestors.
With honor and respect, these eyes see for you all manner of life you could not have imagined. My lips move with the rhythm of your words flowing through me, my tongue caressing each morsel of wisdom I am graced to pass on. Your DNA rides my veins, and with every breath I take, your cautious steps from the past toward a fuller life become bold moves I make toward my destiny. Together, we wrap arms around a new generation, here to become who they were born to be, to cast their magic as we once did, and bless each day for their ability to do so. For you, dear ancestors, we live this day.
Our lives are full of wonder and our time is very brief. The death of one among us fills us all with pain and grief. But as we live, so shall we die, and when our lives are done, the memories we shared with friends, they will linger on, and we believe in life and in the strength of love, and we have found a place to be together. We have the right to grow, we have the gift to believe that peace within our living is an answer. We seek elusive answers to the questions of this life. We seek to put an end to all the waste of human strife. We search for truth, equality, and blessed peace of mind. And then we come together here to make sense of what we find. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a joy being together. And in our search for peace, maybe we'll finally see, even to question truly is an answer.
As we close our service this morning, I want to make sure and invite all of you again to please come and visit our beautiful Remembrance Garden, where we have a station set up with rocks that you may place in a bowl of water that we have left for you, so that you can think about those who have gone before us and spend some time in reflection, in appreciation, and in meditation in a space that is designed to connect us with those that we love who have come before. And now our benediction. For those who came before us, we offer gratitude and thanks. May their memories be a blessing. May we feel surrounded by their love. And as we go forth from this time and this place, let us be inspired by their courage, their wisdom, and their dreams. Let us honor them by doing the work of living boldly, loving mightily, and working together to create heaven on earth. Amen and blessed be.
We are stronger than our pain. We are greater than our fear. We are made of each I am, and we choose where we stand. We don't you let no pain or fear drown our pain. We don't you let no pain and anger greater than our fear. We honor your pain, made of each I am, and we choose where we stand. We stand for peace and justice, choose for peace. We stand for creating, choose to stand for love. There is power, each I am, we choose where we stand.
So did anybody want to say anything to the whole group right now? It's so good to see so many of you that were able to stay, and thank you for your patience. As Christine put in the chat box, you know, imperfection is actually a part of being human. Isn't that awesome that we try, and we are giving the chance to practice being human together. Anybody new here? Anybody who hasn't been here before? We want to welcome people. I don't see hands going up, so I cannot tell.
You can't tell.
And if not,
My sister's visiting.
oh, wonderful.
Hi.
That's wonderful.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Sister Ellen.
Yes. Your shirt. Hi.
Oh, women.